Every discovery contains an untold story. David Attenborough. On September 19, 1991, two hikers were crossing the Ötzal Alps on the border of Austria and Italy. They came across a corpse emerging from the ice. At first, they assumed it was a victim of a recent climbing accident, but researchers soon discovered it was the mummified body of a man who lived about 5,300 years ago. They named him Ötzi the Iceman. Initially, researchers theorized that Ötzi was a shepherd or hunter. They believed he had been caught in bad weather and froze to death. However, further investigation revealed a shocking truth about his death. This discovery completely changed his story. So what do we know about Ötzi? And how did he die? The alpine cold and sun preserved Ötzi's body over millennia. Freezing and drying cycles left his remains in remarkable condition, giving researchers invaluable clues. Ötzi stood about 160 centimeters tall, weighed around 50 kilograms, and was between 40 and 50 years old at the time of his death. He lived an active life, but had a strong genetic risk for cardiovascular disease. His intestines were infested with whipworms, and his stomach contained bacteria that caused ulcers. These conditions likely caused him discomfort. Ötzi lived in the late Neolithic Copper Age, around 3350 BCE. This was hundreds of years before Stonehenge or the Great Pyramid were built. At that time, metal extraction and crafting practices were spreading across Eurasia. Alongside stone tools, Ötzi carried a copper axe made from materials originating in modern-day Tuscany. His clothes, made from sheep and goat leather, hinted at reliance on domesticated animals. His diet, which included cultivated grains, suggested the use of early agriculture. Researchers examining Ötzi's skin found a total of 61 tattoos using infrared and UV light. The tattoos were located on parts of his body with signs of pain, such as his knees, ankles, and spine. Experts believe these markings might have served as an early form of acupuncture or therapeutic treatment. But what led to Ötzi's death? A decade after his discovery, CT scans revealed a flint arrowhead lodged in his left shoulder. This detail pointed to foul play. A closer examination of Ötzi's body revealed a deep-cut wound on his hand. The injury showed early signs of healing, indicating it had occurred days before his death. This defensive wound suggested Ötzi had been attacked, but managed to survive the initial encounter. Ötzi appeared to have fled from danger. Pollen found in his digestive tract suggested his final days were frantic. It was spring or early summer when he died. About 33 hours before his death, Ötzi was at an altitude of around 2,500 meters near the timberline. Roughly 24 hours later, he descended to 1,200 meters, where warm-weather trees grew. In his final hours, Ötzi climbed back up to around 3,000 meters, where grasses and wildflowers dominated the landscape. His last meal was substantial. It included dried wild ibex, roe deer, and grains. But despite his efforts to escape, someone shot Ötzi from a distance. The arrow pierced a major artery in his shoulder, causing extensive blood loss. He likely died soon after. His body, along with his belongings, remained undisturbed in the glacier for over 5 millennia. Ötzi's preserved body offers an unparalleled glimpse into the distant past. His belongings reflect the technologies and lifestyle of his time, but the exact reasons for his murder remain unknown. Was it a personal vendetta, a tribal conflict, or something else? Much of the evidence was lost to the snowdrifts and time. This 5,300-year-old cold case has taught us much about the Neolithic period, yet the mystery of who Ötzi was and why he was killed remains unsolved. For more videos, please like and subscribe.